Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juniper Rose and today I am so excited because I'm finally able to sit down and film my Q&A for you guys. It is my very first Q&A and I can't even explain how excited I am to be able to interact with you guys a bit more on my channel. And I've also got a special treat for you guys. As you know, I have recently moved and so I'll be doing like a mini house tour. It's mostly just a room tour because my boyfriend and I do share this house with other people, so I didn't really want to go downstairs and infringe on their space and be like, hey, smile for the camera. I'm filming. This is gonna go up on my YouTube channel. Just no warnings. But anyways, so I'm just filming what I've got set up so far in our bedroom, and I finally got my altar set up, guys. I feel so much better having my altar set up, finally. But yeah, not everything is quite set up in here yet. I might do an updated little room tour once we have everything else put up on the walls. But for now, it's nice enough looking that I figured I could give you guys a little peek into my life. So without further ado, let's jump into the Q&A portion. And again, I forgot my coffee. Oh well. If you guys have coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, or whatever you like to sip on to snuggle up and get cozy, go ahead and grab that and let's sit in and have a chat. So all of my questions for my Q&A came from my Instagram. So if you guys do want to participate in any future Q&As, go ahead and check out my Instagram and follow me. My information is linked down below. And so let's get started with the first question. I've got my phone. Look at this little squirrel, guys. Look at it. I was so excited. If you don't know me, I'm very obsessed with squirrels. I can't even explain my obsession. I am so obsessed that my dog Risu, his name is Japanese for squirrel. So sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so the first question comes from Lexi Herod. Also, I'm sorry if I butcher any of your usernames. And she asked, what made you want to start YouTube? Heart. That's a really good question. I have actually been wanting to start YouTube for quite a while. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to film on and what I wanted my channel to be about. And at the beginning of this year was when I officially started my journey into witchcraft, and I noticed that there's not really a whole lot of resources out on YouTube about people's personal experiences with the craft and their takes and their points of view on it. And I actually think that's a really valuable thing to have, especially for new people starting out, is to have lots of different opinions and just kind of a glimpse into a lot of people's lives and practices, because it's a great source of inspiration. So yeah, I started my craft and started thinking about putting my experiences and what I've learned onto YouTube for other people to be able to have another resource and another insight into someone's practice. Another reason that I really wanted to join YouTube is because I am a dancer and I really want to start filming and choreograph dance videos to put up for you guys. And now that I've got my craft underway, there's a lot planned for this channel in the future. I don't want to say too much to spoil it. It might be a while in the making, but yeah, just stay tuned, and I hope you guys like the future of where the channel might be going. The next question is from Chloe Mielek 95, and she asked, what sparked your journey to witchcraft? And for me, I grew up in a very Christian household, and I tried for the longest time to be faithful to that religion and I honestly tried my best just because it was the same religion that my family was at the time, and it was kind of all that I really knew. I did absolutely love fairies and fantasy and collecting crystals as a child. It was just something that I naturally did. I didn't realize that crystals actually have magical properties, and I always believed in fairies, and I've been obsessed with them. And I've actually got a couple of interesting stories about fairies and my personal experiences with them. If you guys are interested for future videos, leave a like on this video and comment down below. But I don't know, there's just a lot of witchy stuff that I did naturally as a child, and even though fairies and dragons and other mythical creatures were taught as a fantasy, I was taught that they weren't real. I never really found it in my heart to accept that. I always felt their presence, and there was just some part of me that couldn't deny that they were real. Granted, we might not be able to see them, we might not have physical proof that they've existed or that they do exist in different dimensions, but yeah, I could never deny their existence, even as I became an adult. And so, long story short, there was just so much about Christianity that didn't personally ring true for me. And I'm not bashing anyone that might be watching this channel that is Christian, or anyone that still believes in Christianity. Basically, what I'm saying is just that path did not feel right for me personally. I have respect for everyone and whatever path or religion or spirituality lifestyle that they choose, or if they choose not to have a spiritual lifestyle, it's all fine with me as long as there's a sense of mutual respect there. But it just didn't really work for me. And I started studying on Wicca and witchcraft and just kind of, in a sense, tuning back into my inner child that I had ignored for so many years as an adult. And the more that I researched it, the more it felt like home to me, the more that it felt familiar. And honestly, in my personal opinion, that's what your path should feel like. Your path should feel familiar and it should feel comfortable for you. And so that's just how it all started. I did research and decided it was the correct path for me. And so far, I have not looked back. I absolutely love my craft, and one of the things that I love the most about it is being able to learn on a daily basis. I never stop learning. There's something new that I learn about my craft or other people's craft on a daily basis, and that information is just so valuable to me. And I mean, the research is endless. I mean, some of you just might be like, oh, research, you actually have to put work into it, but I've honestly absolutely loved it. So the next question is from Issa T. Oliver. I know that you're one of Emmy's gaming buddies, so thank you. He asks, if it's not too personal, how does your pursuit of witchcraft affect your relationship with Aaron? Aaron is my boyfriend's name. I call him Aaron or Emmy interchangeably. Emmy is his nickname. So that's a really good question, because I feel like a lot of people have a hard time with being able to speak up and say what their spiritual lifestyle is, especially if it's something that has previously had a lot of taboos on. And I feel like that's another reason why I wanted to start my channel on witchcraft, is because I really just wanted to help get information out there to debunk a lot of the myths about witchcraft and Wicca and magic in general. But honestly, Aaron and I are in a very good relationship. I feel we both understand each other on a deep level. It did feel a little bit awkward at first, but I figured, like, we live together and, you know, I know that he respects me enough to be able to respect my choice and my spiritual path, and he has been nothing but supportive and respectful of me in my path. And he loves also doing research, and so he can help me sometimes with my research, and he loves learning new things as well. He's not entirely wanting to jump into witchcraft or anything, but you know, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I respect him and his beliefs, and he respects mine, which I am so grateful for. I'm so grateful for him and being so supportive of me and my path. And I can't be happier with anyone else, to be honest. So I hope that answers that question well enough. But let's move on. Azura Dragonfeather asked, how did you find your way to a magical practice? And that kind of ties in with Chloe's question of what sparked your journey to witchcraft. And yeah, like, it's just the fact that it felt like home to me, the fact that it felt familiar and it was in line with my own personal truths is what really inspired me to start. And the more and more that I practice and the more and more that I research, and I feel that energy when I'm doing spell work or when I'm meditating with my guardians and guides. Like, I feel it on such a deep level, and it's powerful, guys. It is so powerful. And yeah. I don't really know a whole lot more at the moment to add on to that. And then the last question is from It's Fun Being Weird. And they ask, what would you tell your past self when you first started pursuing this path? That's a really good question. You guys have amazing questions. So what would I tell my past self in pursuing this craft? Honestly, I think my biggest setback when I started practicing witchcraft was I was very hesitant. I just was a bit shy starting out, and I kind of had a lot of inhibitions that I just needed to learn to let go of and just be able to fully immerse myself into my craft and into what I'm doing, because I feel like that hesitation and that inhibition at the first part of my path kind of set me back a little bit. But at the same time, it was also a learning experience for me. It helped me to come out of my shell. So, I mean, that would be the advice that I would give to my past self in starting the craft. But at the same time, I feel like all of our experiences lead us to where we are now. And I take that as a learning experience to just be able to let go of my hesitations, let go of my inhibitions, and just purely focus on what I'm doing, focus on the energy around me and what I'm putting out into the universe, if that makes any sense. But anyways, that is all of the questions that I have for you guys today. To those that submitted your questions, thank you so much. I am so grateful to have this channel, to be able to share my experiences with you guys and to interact with you. I have absolutely loved coming on after posting a video and seeing all of the wonderful and nice comments that you guys have left for me, all of the likes and all of the love. I really feel like we are definitely a family here on this channel, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. As I mentioned before, I do have my Instagram and my other social media information linked down below. Don't forget to give me a follow on Instagram if you would like to participate in any future Q&As. And I hope that you guys had a fantastic Yule. I hope that you had a fantastic Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you may celebrate. And actually, I probably won't see you guys until next year. So until next year, the witch is out. Bye! Hello everyone, and wait, a little bit, because it's a good source of I'm so awkward with this. To be able to share my social media,